Alright, let's settle it. We've all had the argument, who is actually the most powerful character in Final Fantasy Tactics? The world of Ivalice is packed with legends, from the unshakable knight Agrias to the conflicted hero Ramza. But when you get down to it, how do they really stack up against each other? We're not just talking about who has the best story arc, but who dominates on the battlefield. So today, we're ranking the main heroes of Ivalice on a definitive tier list. We'll be breaking down their unique jobs, their story-defining moments, and their raw in-game power from the second they join your team. Let's dive in. Kicking things off with our B tier are characters who are genuinely strong, but they come with a catch. Here we find the Galthina siblings, Rapha and Marach. You pick them up during a really compelling storyline about servitude and family drama. In battle, their unique jobs, Skyseer and Netherseer, are basically two sides of the same coin. They both rely on magic that strikes random tiles within a target area. Rapha's truth abilities can call down a storm of holy damage, while Marach's untruth does the same with darkness. When the stars align, these attacks can inflict some of the most absurd single-turn damage in the game, melting bosses in a single volley. The key word here, though, is random. You can't aim them with precision, which means they're a huge gamble in a fight where you need one specific enemy to go down. That unreliability is what holds them back. Their story is a fantastic part of the mid-game, and if you're feeling lucky, they can be absolutely devastating. Moving up on the A tier, we have the certified Powerhouses. These are the characters who are incredible the moment they join and stay that way for the rest of the game. First up is the fan favorite Holy Knight Agrias Oaks. As Princess Avelia's fiercely loyal protector, she's a huge part of the story from the very beginning. And in a fight, she's a rock. Her holy sword skills like Stasis Sword and Lightning Stab are amazing. They're ranged, they hit instantly, and they cost 0 MP. Let that sink in. She can disable and damage enemies from across the map for free, all day long. While her stat growth isn't mind-blowing, her killer skill set and ability to wear the best armor and swords make her the anchor of any team. Next in the A tier is one of my personal favorites, the Divine Knight Meliadoul Tingel. She shows up pretty late in the game, but her impact is immediate. Her Unyielding Blade skills do something uniquely brutal. They shatter enemy equipment. Their sword? Gone. Their shield? Gone. Their armor? Gone. Against human opponents, this is absolutely crippling. Now, in the original PlayStation version, her skills didn't work on monsters, but in any fight against other knights or generals, she is a terror. Combine that with her strong defenses and noble character, and she easily earns her top spot in the A tier. And now for the S tier. These characters aren't just powerful, they are game breakers. They fundamentally change the way you play and shatter the difficulty curve into tiny little pieces. First, let's talk about our hero, Ramza Beoulve. Of course, his story importance is S tier. He's the protagonist, but his game is right there with it. His special squire job gets better and better as the story goes on, giving him access to some incredible skills. His Chapter 4 ability, Scream, buffs his attack, physical attack, and magical attack all at the same time, turning him into a one-man wrecking crew. When you combine that with support skills like Tailwind to speed up his allies, you realize he's the most versatile character in the game. It doesn't matter if you build him as a dual-wielding knight, a nuker mage, or a support god. He's the best at it. But even Ramza has to stand in the shadow of one man. Cidolfus, Orlandeau, the Thunder God. There's a reason the fan base just calls him TG Cid. The moment he joins your party, the game is, for all intents and purposes, over. His one-of-a-kind Sword Saint job gives him all of Agrias' Holy Sword skills, all of the Dark Knight Gafgarian's Fell Sword skills, and all of Meliadoul's equipment-destroying skills. He can blast enemies for huge damage, heal himself by draining HP, and sunder all armor, all with instant abilities that cost nothing. To add insult to injury, he joins with the Excalibur, a sword that grants him permanent haste. The story hypes him up as a living legend, and for once in a video game, the gameplay is even better than the hype. He is, without question, the most overpowered character in Final Fantasy Tactics. So there you have it. Orlandeau stands alone as the undisputed king of gameplay, with Ramza's perfect blend of story and power putting him right by Cid's side in the S tier. And of course you have the A tier's legends like the ever-reliable Agrias and Meliadoul. But that's my take. Final Fantasy Tactics is a game of endless strategies, and that's what makes it a masterpiece. Every player's journey is different. I'd love to know what you think, so drop your own tier list in the comments below. Who do you think is the most underrated character in the game? If you enjoyed this trip to Evilus, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for more deep dives into classic RPGs. Alright my friends, thanks for watching.